Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Reverse 1999 reaction. We have a song that was requested by Hessian in the comments of the last one, and a lot of people agreed that I should be listening to Vereinsamt. That's actually a word I know, kind of. I don't know a lot of German, and I know I definitely didn't pronounce that correctly, but I do know that this word basically means abandonment or something along those lines, like to be abandoned, lost, forgotten, something in that realm, and that's very fitting, even just looking at the picture on the thumbnail here. So I guess without further ado, I'm gonna see what that name is all about. Let's go. It's also a pretty short song, so gonna listen very closely here. There's a lot of creative dissonance in this one. Oof. That was a lot of emotion in under 2 minutes, my god. Ooh, I'm gonna have fun with this one. I honestly think Hessian's comment said it best. It's very haunting, it's tragic, there's a lot of heartbreak in this song, and the visuals definitely help support that and give clues as to the why for somebody like me who has not played the game. But man, what a beautiful track. This song is in A minor. For those who've been around a while, you know how many times I've talked about this key. This key is so good at manifesting that melancholic energy. So many songs use it to just sound somber, depressing, maybe a little bit introspective and kind of reflective on what had just happened or what's going on in the current life of the writer. This is very much the case here, although there's also little flavor things in this song that make me go, oh, like for example, that little run that happened around like the 35-second mark with the violin, the doo-doo-doo, like that just kind of makes you go like, oh, what was that? Like, it was the most movement you'd heard up to that point. I feel like that might signify like the realization of a moment specific to the song and the characters in that, like a realization that this is what happened and the acceptance maybe, or at least the choice to start getting through this grieving process and move beyond what has happened to them in the past. There's just a lot of ways to contextualize music like this. A lot of them are very front up and center and bare bones on what their intent is, and I feel like that's kind of the case here, given we can see sort of the aftermath of what had happened and why they're very much in this emotional state and how they're trying to come to terms with what has happened. This is just a song of a bunch of characters, these three obviously, who have lived through a lot more than one should in a single lifetime, and I feel like that's probably going to span multiple lifetimes, at least in the mortal context, especially given that I have been aware of this like robot character that's in the front. I'm very aware of her story through other reactions I've done, so there's a lot of stuff in this one where I'm like, okay, I see where they're going with this. I feel the tragic tension in this one, and I'm using that to reflect my own opinions and kind of just make it a little bit more clear exactly exactly why these sorts of songs are made, what might have happened exactly, even without seeing the game or any of the context there. Definitely Ruin. I mean, obviously they're standing around what seems to be at least one of them. That girl with the briefcase seems to have like basically a pile of rubbish from what looks like a house, you know, like there's a lot of heartbreak there, just losing a home potentially that could signify that easily enough. And I already know what the robot girl lost, so the other girl I'm not so sure on yet. I haven't seen as much of her, but all in all, the song is about definite loss and feeling that displacement yourself afterwards, the sense that what you have lost and you are now lost. So there's just a lot going on there, and I think this song is very beautiful in all those rights. It handles it so gracefully. It doesn't try to shoehorn too much energy into the song to make you feel any one way. You're just kind of allowed to experience this music so naturally that everybody who's been through something even a little bit challenging in life can probably feel where this song is going just based off the key alone. But I think that's really about all I've got to say. I know I'm going to keep talking in circles. If I don't, this song was pretty short, so there's not too many things I can like really nitpick and like get into the roots on. But man, what a beautiful track. I see why people wanted me to listen to this one. Haunting is definitely a good term for it. Tragic is definitely a close second. An absolute gorgeous piece. And I really think that Reverse is not given as much limelight for its music as it honestly should. It definitely rubs shoulders with some of the best music I've heard in all of the games I've covered, and I think that more people need to give it a shot. Kind of similar to Zenless Zone Zero in that way, where like a lot of people I think are just sleeping on it, and musically they have some of the cleanest, most interesting musical pieces I've heard in recent memory. But I'll digress there. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have anything else from Reverse that you want me to listen to, by all means drop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to get to it as always. And if you just enjoyed this video and you want to follow me and support me for more in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!